We have quite a lot of teacher training in adult education courses, which are really focused on methodology and work with adults. They're not focused on what you are delivering, what you are teaching about the subject, but really on methodology and didactics, how the adults are learning, psychology of adult teaching, assessment, evaluation in adult education, feedback activities and things like that. And I went through the content and I found out that the basic skills are included into the curricula. We haven't named them. We haven't, put the finger and showed them. What were the PIAC results? I thought in summer, wonderful, when PIAC comes out, we will find how badly we're doing and it just starts to ring the bell. Well, PIAC showed that we're not doing very badly, but not very well as well. We are significantly above average in numerical skills. Average in reading and problem-solving competences. So not bad, but not good as well. So are we satisfied with being average? Well, we haven't got any progress or deterioration over the 15 years from the last adult education survey. So again, question, is it good? Is it bad? It's a low difference between the best and the worst levels. So again, average, boring, there were more. Strong and growing dependence on the family background, which was a bit surprising. It should, put the red light a bit on, because we were used that, or we assume in our basic education that our children have the same opportunities. PIAC surveys show that they don't exist anymore, the equal opportunities. That children from a good family background, from richer families, have much better performances and much better opportunities than the deprived ones. Best results in the younger generation than older generation. That's throughout Europe, I think. Again, we're average. And very low differences. That is something we should be proud of. Very low differences between men and women. Okay. I think this is the only positive thing, or these two maybe, very positive things about us. Yeah.
So the conclusion is that you are very good.
Well, we are average.
Very average.
Very average, In digital skills, I thought that we will fail in digital skills, and we didn't. 12.5% have no basic computer skills or no prior experience with those devices. But on the contrary, 33, which is quite high, score at the highest levels in problem solving and technology-rich environment. This was very good. Younger adults score higher than their older counterparts. Okay, so can we wait till those retire and the new generation comes? Maybe. This graph shows how people in our country participate on adult education. We are here. We are always the longest one with United Kingdom, UK. You see that, again, average, but not bad, we can say. Okay, not bad. From the 2007-2011, we haven't changed too much. A bit lower, but it can be, with the respondents. The same, again, boring, no changes, no significant ups and downs. In level of education we've got, I only put few countries we can be compared with. Of course we can't be like Sweden, or I'm sure that Norway does the same. I couldn't find the numbers for Norway, so that I put Sweden very similar. That's the average of the Union, and look at ours. Nearly, nearly the same in those. We're doing better than Poland or Romania, but still we're average. Maybe a bit lower in the levels of non-very qualified workforce. So, what can we do to encourage digital competence? We've done a lot. Our European Social Fund, the operational programs we had, there were lots of grants, global grants and national projects about digital competences. We had teacher training for PC skills. So our youngest generation can use PCs at schools. They are quite well equipped. Even though the teachers are very difficult to teach in digital competences, and teachers in our country are usually women, because teaching profession is not very well paid in our country. It's getting better, but still, as being university graduates, they don't get as well payment as if working in industries and companies in commercial sector. I wanted to mention the UNIF projects where, because our government or the Ministry of Education found out or counted very well on lack of students, lack of babies going to school, children going to, from basic schools to secondary schools. They assumed that vocational schools or secondary schools have very good potential to deliver education to adults as well, because they have the buildings, they have the classrooms. Very often, if they are vocational schools, they have the machines, yes, the premises they can use, contracts with the employers, and so on, and they have the teachers. Okay, and because they didn't want to close the schools, because they don't have the students, they encouraged them to deliver or to provide in the afternoons, during the weekends, to provide education for the unemployed, for adults after work, and so on. And those projects were to help the schools transform into from the basic education into the adult education centers. The teachers were taught how to teach adults, the different approaches and methods. The methodologists were taught how to set up courses, how to do the marketing. For example, it was very difficult because the schools just couldn't do it because they never did any marketing. They were state schools, why should they do any marketing? And it proved to be very good for their marketing as well. They developed a lot. A lot of money has been put into national qualification framework, as I am sure in your countries as well. We think that the national qualification framework is doing very slowly, but the process is very difficult, has to be cross-checked from many directions. So we are developing it little by little. We are heading towards the levels at the top, and we call it active employment policy. That's policy to help the unemployed people, and a lot of basic skills and skills with digital competence were introduced in we call them labor offices. It's delivered by the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, and if you are unemployed, it's for free. Okay, and that's the place and time you can be delivered the basic skills or key competences. So I summed up, what is the result? We didn't do any progress in 15 years. So all those money were in vain then, or they were not improving the the competences. We're still average. We were average 15 years ago. We're still average. So let's do something. We have to act. It's not about the money, it's about the action. So that's why I'm here. Okay? And because if you water the flower, it can get into blossom. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.